So, good morning all. So, let us see the voltage sag in the detail. How will you define the voltage sag? A voltage magnitude event. It's the event at which the voltage sag occurs basically. So, a voltage magnitude event with a magnitude between 10% and the 90% of the nominal RMS voltage. See, nominal RMS voltage, if it is a 230 volt, so 10% of the 230 volt and 90% of the 230 volt. So the range of the voltage sag or the voltage magnitude in between the 10% and 90% and the duration between the 0.5 cycle and the 1 minute is defined as the voltage sag. So it is the event in which the voltage magnitude is between the 10% to the 90% and for the duration of 0.5 cycle to the less than 1 minute. It is defined as the voltage sag as per the IEEE standard 1159. So how will you classify the voltage sag? So as per the IEEE 1159 standard, the voltage sag can be classified as it depends on basically the duration for which sag persists in the circuit, the type of the sag at the instantaneous, momentary and temporary. The instantaneous sag persists for the duration 0.5 to the 30 cycle. Momentary sag in between the 30 cycle to the 3 second, and the temporary sag is in between the 3 second to the 1 minute. So this is a general classification of the voltage sag according to the IEEE standard 1159 as a instantaneous, momentary and temporary. So in the last video lecture we have discussed that voltage sag are basically subclassified as single phase, double phase and three phase sag. So let us see the single phase sag and the multi-phase sag in this series. So single phase sags, the most common voltage sags over the 70% are of the type of the single phase sag event. The single phase sags are typically due to the phase to the ground fault occurring somewhere on the system. This phase to ground fault appears as a single phase voltage sag on the other feeders from the same substation. Typical causes for the single phase voltage sags are lightning stroke, tree branches, animal contacts, etc. So basically, if a month having a 10 voltage sag events, then out of the 10 voltage sag events, 7 events are just of the type of single phase sag, means phase to ground fault. And who are responsible for this? The responsible typical causes are lightning strike, tree branches, animal contact, or the vehicle giving the dash to the pole structure. So this is a single phase sag. Phase to phase sag. If suppose two phases, phase to phase sag may be caused by the tree branches falling on the two adjacent phases, giving the short circuit condition, or the adverse weather, animals, or vehicle collision with the utility poles. The two-phase voltage sag will typically appear on the other feeders from the same substation. Three-phase sag. So symmetrical three-phase sag account for less than a 20%. As I told you, if in a month, if there are 10 voltage sag events, out of the 10, 7 will be of the single phase, and say 1 will be of two phase, and rest 2 may be of the three phase. So such a sag occurs for a less time. So basically, such a sag events are caused either by switching or tripping of a three-phase circuit breaker, switch or recloser, which will create a three-phase voltage sag on the other lines fed from the same substation. Oh, three-phase sag will also be caused by starting a large motors, but this type of event typically causes voltage sag to approximately 80% of the nominal voltage and are usually confined to an industrial plant or its neighboring industries. So three-phase sags are basically nothing but uh, uh, three phases: R phase, Y phase, B phase will get shorted together due to the natural cause or due to the human error, that is tripping of the circuit breaker or failure of the auto recloser or the relays. And in another cause is like starting of the heavy motor in the heavy industries. So where do these voltage sags occurs basically? It is a question, na? Where these voltage sags occurs basically. So first, let us see from the utility side and from the consumer side. So we shall discuss this voltage sag with the utility system and consumer system in our next lecture. Thank you.